Hello again. We are now looking at pronunciation, and the focus word here is would. Not good, but would. So a lot of Spanish speakers of English will often pronounce the word would as good. This is not correct. So we're going to practice using some particular sentences which we can see in the book. Would you live in a wood cabin? Would you live in a wood cabin? Notice wood, as in madera, is the same as wood, W-O-U-L-D. It's the same pronunciation. Good wood racetrack would be better if it would have more turns. Now, this is a strange sentence because I've used would again later in the sentence. So good wood racetrack would be better if it would have more turns. That extra would at the end is a bit strange. If it had more turns is more natural, but I want to focus on the word would. I remember watching a YouTube video some time ago, and there was a guy who said, "My favorite word in the world is would." Next example. William washes windows with Windex. Would. It's the same pronunciation. William. Would. Washes. Would. Windows. Would. With. Would. Windex. Would. Okay, practice this. You put a lot of air. You don't close your mouth. It's almost closed, like you're whistling. And then you push air through. Would. Would. You do not touch your tongue with the top of your mouth. Would you be good if I asked? Now you can see the two words next to each other. Would, good, good. When would be a good time? So just make sure to practice that. It can be a little bit confusing otherwise. Okay, we'll see you in the exercise where we'll practice that in some more detail. Okay, welcome back. We have some pronunciation. Very difficult pronunciation, in fact. I think most people will say g g g g when we want to say w w w w. G g g g. The back of your tongue touches the top of your mouth, and w w w w. Your tongue is flat on the bottom of your mouth. Okay. Now remember, would meaning madera. Would. Okay. This is the same pronunciation as would, meaning like to speak about conditionals. Okay, the first question. Would you take me to the cinema if I paid for the ticket? I hope so. Yes, I would take you to the cinema if you paid for the ticket. Would you have class with me if I shouted at you all the time? Probably not. So no. I wouldn't have class with you if you shouted at me all the time. Number 3. Would you have come here if you hadn't had class? Okay, maybe in a physical sense, a physical class. No, I wouldn't have come here if I hadn't had class. Remember, ga 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 is good. Wa 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 is would. Would you give me €1? Would you give me one? Remember, would and one, very similar in the mouth shape. So, would you give me €1 if I needed it, or if I needed to buy a coffee, let's say? Yes, I would give you €1 if you needed a coffee. Would you thank me if I gave you €100? Yes, I would thank you if you gave me €100, and please do. Would you shake hands with the King of Spain if you met him? Of course, I would shake hands with the King of Spain if I met him. Would you spend more Would you spend more time with your family, given the choice, or if given the choice? Yes, I definitely would spend more time with my family if given the choice. Would you take me to the zoo if I asked? Remember, asked. Yes, I would take you to the zoo if you asked. Would you have more fun if this class were on the beach? Imagine the situation. We go to the beach, we have a class. Yes, of course. This class would be more fun if it were on the beach. Would you quit your job if you won the lottery? Yes. Oh, personally, no. But maybe you would. I don't know. I wouldn't quit my job if I won the lottery. I would probably just concentrate on it more and just maybe change my schedule a bit. I would change my schedule. Now, remember, good. Would, and would. Same pronunciation. Right, I hope that makes sense. It does take a lot of practice, so not to worry if you can't get that particular pronunciation. A good example would be to say that town, Guadalajara. Forget the G and remember the W. Guadalajara. Okay? I hope that makes sense, and we'll see you in the next class, which is effect and affect, verbs and nouns. See you then. Thank you.